All right, so we have Darien Terrell, the president of DeliverThat, in the building. D, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, of course. And obviously, this is our first Meet the Team segment, so the questions might be a little off. I don't know. We'll kind of work our way through it. You're a little guinea pig here, actually. So thank you for doing this for us. And if viewers, if you want to hear anything else, please let us know, and we'll try something different next time. So but let's wheel it back and maybe start from the beginning, right? And I think it's end of 2016, maybe early 2017. Can you just give us a quick overview of how you came to DeliverThat and got started with the company?
Yeah, of course. So the summer of 2016, I started driving. I moved back to Canton, Ohio. I was finishing my MBA. I was in that final stint. So when I wasn't, sitting there in front of a keyboard writing case studies and stuff like that, I was doing deliveries here in Canton. So I started doing the deliveries, and then I took a job out in Pittsburgh. Realized after a few months that kind of lifestyle and the corporate lifestyle, it wasn't necessarily for me. So I started to sell for DeliverThat on my lunch break. So really it started in Cranberry, PA, northern suburb of Pittsburgh. And I was going to local restaurants and I didn't know anything. Realistically, I didn't have a clue. But it was fun. It was exhilarating. And that's what kind of attracted me. So once I figured out that I was having more fun on my lunch break, not knowing what I was doing, but it got me up in the morning. It was the brightest part of my day. That's when I made the decision to quit that job and move back here to Canton again. And the rest is really history.
And, we've all hear the stories too in the beginning when it was a smaller company and, you guys had VIP clients or whatever. And you guys used to drive from Northeast Ohio, Canton to Pittsburgh, Columbus, just to do deliveries. No driver does that today, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
We'd never ask them to do that.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were in the thick of it. I feel like you can relate to the drivers today because that's how you started.
Yeah, no, and every single one of us started, if you talk to John and Aaron, they started this company because they were doing deliveries in college. When I started, I was doing deliveries. That's how I would make some cash during the summer when I was finishing school. So it was only right that we continue this kind of, not trend, but the standard of everybody here in this company needs to understand the pain points of the driver and see through their eyes and see things through their lens. So that when they call in and we're troubleshooting an issue or they have a problem, we understand those pain points because we've been in a hospital where we don't know where the suite number is, or we don't know where to park, or we can't get a hold of the customer. We've all been in those kind of scenarios, so it really helps us to kind of assist the drivers through that issue.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what he's leaning into is that, when we bring new employees on here to this company now, they literally a requirement, like within their we usually try to do it in the first day or two, but usually within the first week we get them on the road and they take at least one delivery. Usually it's multiple, but and they're navigating the app, they're navigating the restaurants, interacting with them, they're packing the bags, loading it into the cars, then they're having their interaction with the customers as well. And like you said, it's solely so when they get on the phones here and try and help these drivers out that are helping us out, they understand they literally have went through it and understand now that what these issues that these guys are experiencing, and they know how to quickly navigate them from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't matter what department you're in within the company, right?
Right.
It could be sales. The pain points of the restaurant. It could be operations or customer service. Where the driver's coming from. Even accounting. Understand how crucial it is to get that gratuity, to make sure the amount that you were provided
that
in the
wait
app,
time, baby.
Exactly. Every bit of adjustment, incentive, all these things, how important it is for that driver to be compensated accordingly. So it doesn't matter where you're at in this company. It is imperative to understand the full life cycle of a delivery and a delivery driver.
For sure. And now, so I mean, the kid went from driver to director of operations, I think at one point. Now he's the president of the company. So I mean, just shows you can realistically start from ground level and work your way up to a point in time where you're a C-suite level employee with a conglomerate of a company at this point.
Yeah, no, it was the path was driver to. I would start doing outside sales because that's what caught me. And then I started heading the business development department, and then from there it was on to the president role. So yeah, no, anybody, and it's an amazing thing that you're going to hear when you keep talking to people and our team members is everybody here has paved their own path,
right?
And a lot of them started as drivers.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. But if you guys want to catch any more of Darien's story, we will be doing much longer, full interview with him. But to close it out here, D, I know T, I think the last question you wanted to ask real quick.
So obviously the podcast, we want to bring tips to the drivers and things. And what advice do you have for contractors since you've been in this vital role in DT for so long? What's some advice that you have for them?
It sounds really cliche, but a failure to prepare is preparation to fail, right? So if you prepare and you schedule your days in advance, and this is not just our platform, it's all third-party platforms. I would strongly urge everybody who uses the gig economy to schedule out your days, figure out which ones you can optimize throughout the week. Hey, maybe in the morning times, one platform is better than the other. So just kind of break your days up and then plan accordingly. That way that you don't feel like you're always scurrying or you're always trying to look for the next opportunity. And you've put some thought and strategy into to knowing which hours of the day you're going to dedicate to each platform.
Preparation, communication. There's a couple keys.
That's good advice, and also good to hear too, because you said like not even just on DeliverThat, like just in general. Like we're really out here for the drivers. Like
and it would be ignorant for us to sit here and say, hey, we want to own every single driver, because it's not realistic. Because even when we had people that are employees of ours and they started out as DeliverThat drivers, they were doing other gigs. They were on other platforms, right? So now it's just we want to be able to own and maximize their time while they're on our platform, that they understand, hey, we're going to have an awesome kick-ass customer service team that's going to be able to relate to them and ensure that we're able to provide them a solution to whatever issue they're facing. So that would be my biggest tip for anybody listening.
All right, man. Well, that was a hell of a tip there. And obviously we greatly appreciate you for joining us here today. And before we close this out, D, can you plug that link for us real quick, bud?
Of course. Please visit ideliverthat.com/podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, interact with these guys, because I truly believe this podcast, this show, is exactly what the industry needs. So please show them some love, some support, and we look forward to kind of tailoring this show to anybody here that's listening.
That was a hell of a plug.
Yeah, amazing. Can't ask for much more, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in again this week, and we will be back next Friday with another Delivering More podcast.
Every Friday.
See you guys.
Thank you.